Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I've been having some trouble this morning. Maybe my Monday's continuing into a Tuesday. So, had some laptop problems, so I had to switch back to my old computer, blah, blah, blah. But here we are. How you doing today? Hopefully a lot better than I'm doing right now. But hey, it's all relative, ain't it? It's all how we see it. Good morning, Pizza. Be safe driving. Always appreciate you here. How you doing, my friend? You don't have to answer that because safety first. Always safety first. So how y'all doing this morning? Or afternoon, or evening or whatever it is, wherever you are at. How y'all doing? Hey, Maya, how you doing, my friend? It's been a morning for me so far. I woke up late. I did not have everything downloaded, and then I was having laptop problems and blah, blah, blah. Now I'm late, and maybe I should just go back to bed. Don't know. So, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, thank you. If you're returning, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for your time. Because that's the only thing in this world that we have a finite amount of. My name's Brian, as you can see, right here, there, everywhere. Brian, I gotta get used to it. There. Either way. And I'm a poet. Hey, I'm glad I'm here too. How's it going, Joe? Oh, so what's on the agenda? What is the agenda? Why are we here? Besides the existential questions on why we are here today on my channel to listen to some classic poetry with a twist. Classic, what shall you say? Anything that is old. I choose the 1950s usually, or earlier. Hey, Irish, how you doing, my dear? So, what's the twist, you might ask? Well, the twist is I take said poem and I plug it into the Suno music generator, AI music generator, and it spits out 2 tracks, and we do a live reaction together. It's a true box of chocolates. We never know what we're going to get. And more importantly, we are on this journey together. This is nice having common goals, especially in this really fractured, divided world we're in. I know I'm part of the problem too. We all are. The human race. So capable of such wondrous things and yet so base at the same time. A true hypocritical enigma we are. I wonder why nature spit us out. Of course, I wonder a lot of things, but ain't that what life's about? So what are we about here? We are about liking and subscribing if you haven't already, on the way in or the way out. Make sure you tickle the notification bell. Like I say, at least some bells getting tickled. And on this particular program, everything we do is fair use. So, what's on the agenda for today? Usually I have the thing there. No, I'm just going to have to show you this way. Ugh. I don't want to do that. All right. Here. All right. Let's just get into it. Shall we? This is not a normal. is definitely not a normal live stream. Ah, there it is. So my very first selection for today, maybe this is a list. Let's see here. Yeah, sort by date. It's The Life of Man by Sir Francis Bacon. You'll find all the list and the URLs to these in the description. Here we go. If it'll work.
The world's a bubble, and the life of man less than a span. In his conception, wretched from the womb, so to the tomb, cursed from his cradle, and brought up to years with cares and fears, who then to frail mortality shall trust, but limits on water, or but writes in dust. Yet whilst with sorrow here we live oppressed, what life is best? Courts are but only superficial schools to dandle fools. The rural parts are turned it into a den of savage men and where's a city from foul vice so free, but may be termed the worst of all the three. Domestic cares afflict the husband's bed, or pains his head. Those that live single take it for a curse, or do things worse. Some would have children, those that have them mourn, or wish them gone. What is it then to have or have no wife, a single throne or a double strife? Our own affection still at home to please is a disease. To cross the seas to any foreign soil, peril and toil, wars with their noise affright us. When they cease, we are worse in peace. What then remains but that we still should cry for being born, or being born to die?
That was a pretty good way to start the morning, I guess, considering all of what's going on. And I guess not too bad, that one. All right. I am going to start this second one here, the second version, and go get my coffee. See, it's just been a morning, and I thought that was over.
The world's a bubble, and the life of man less than a span. In his conception wretched from the womb, so to the tomb, cursed from his cradle and brought up to years with cares and fears, who then to frail mortality shall trust, but limbs on water or but writes in dust. Yet whilst with sorrow here we live oppressed, what life is best, courts are but only superficial schools to dandle fools. The rural parts are turned into a den of savage men. And where's a city from foul vice so free, but may be termed the worst of all the three? Domestic cares afflict the husband's bed, or pains his head. Those that live single take it for a curse, or do things worse. Some would have children, those that have them moan or wish them gone. What is it then to have or have no wife, but single thraldom or a double strife? Our own affections still at home to please is a disease, to cross the seas to any foreign soil, peril and toil. Wars with their noise affright us when they cease. We are worse in peace. What then remains but that we still should cry for being born, or being born to die?
I like both of them. Hey, Susan, how's it going, my fellow Archie? How you doing with this weather we have this morning? I like both of them. Although, number one, the voice, I don't know. Hey, I do both of them. Yeah. Sometimes you don't have to choose. You just got to say, well, I'm with you, fellas. All right. It is Black History Month, and also today is Rosa Parks' birthday. So in honor of Black History Month, I'm going to try to feature as many African-American poets as I possibly can. Apparently, a lot of them, especially the more well-known ones, their stuff is still copyrighted. So, but this guy isn't. Langston Hughes. I like his stuff, and it's called Park Bench. This is version 1.
I live on a park bench, you Park Avenue. Hell of a distance between us two. I beg a dime for dinner. You got a butler and maid, but I'm waking up. Say, ain't you afraid that I might just maybe in a year or two move on over to Park Avenue. Beg a dime for dinner. You got a butler and maid, but I'm waking up. Say, ain't you afraid that I might just maybe in a year or two move on over to Park
That was cool. I like that. How's it going, Sophia? How you doing, Paralyzed? Not too long before Rosa Parks died, I watched an interview with her, and she was asked point blank why she did not get up. And you know what she said? I was tired. I was tired. I bet you she was tired in more ways than one. I don't blame her. But she sparked off a bunch of dark days. And we're here still in them. Something to think about. One act of defiance. One act. Hey, that's a good Holy Trinity if I've ever heard of one. Yes. Not to get political on here, but what she fought for is in the balance right now. Let's remember that. So, let's get on with the second version of Park Bench.
Live on a park bench, you Park Avenue. Hell of a distance between us two. I beg a dime for dinner. You got a butler and maid, but I'm waking up. Say, ain't you afraid that I might just maybe in a year or two move on over to Park Avenue? I live on a park bench,
I don't know about both. I like both of them. Yes, we need to be our own. That's the lesson I'm learning. I'm 52 years old, almost 53, and I'm terrified sometimes. And unfortunately, Sophia, it's just a base fact of human nature that most of the time we just want to get along, and if it doesn't affect us, we really don't pay attention to it. And the greedy corporations and politicians take advantage of that. Natalie and Beulah's birthday today. Yay! I liked her. You like 2 better? I like the more bluesy feel of number 1. You better be driving safely, Pizza. You like 2 best? Okay. Well, I like both of them. I prefer the more bluesy nature of number 1. But it kind of gets to the point of the poem across. The guy living on the park bench has so much more freedom. So much more freedom. Yeah. The problem is people don't learn from history. Thank you, Maya. But like I say, the problem, it's all a problem. It's all a fucking problem. And we are here to forget those problems for an hour or so a day. And to do that, we're going to go on to our next selection. It's called The Crickets in the Fields by Edward Rowland Sill.
Voices filling noon with such an undersong and a drowsy chant as sings in ears that waken from a swoon and know not yet which world such murmurs haunt. Single then double beats reiterant, far off and near, one ceaseless, changeless tune. If bird or breeze awake the dreamy will, we lose the song as it had never been. Then suddenly we find is singing still and had not ceased. So friend of mine within, my thoughts one underthought beneath the din of life doth every quiet moment fill. Thy voice is far, thy face is hid from me. But day and night are full of dreams of thee. But day and night are full of dreams of thee.
I like that. That was beautiful. Yeah, if we could all be hobbits. But the way that Tolkien described hobbits, they're more human than human, you know? Good morning, Kirby's mom. How's it going? Or yes, afternoon for you. Good afternoon. How you doing? Yeah, that was beautiful. Let's see what number 2 has in store for us. This is the second version of The Crickets in the Fields by Edward Rowland Sill.
One or 1,000 voices filling noon with such an undersong in drowsy chant as sings in ears that waken from a swoon and know not yet which world such murmurs haunt. Single then double beats reiterant, far off and near, one ceaseless, changeless tune. If bird or breeze awake the dreamy will, we lose the song as it had never been. Then suddenly we find his singing still, and had not ceased, so friend of mine within. My thoughts, one under thought, beneath the din of life, doth every quiet moment fill. Thy voice is far, thy face is hid from me, but day and night are full of dreams of thee. If bird or breeze awake the dreamy will, we lose the song as it had never been. Then suddenly we find his singing still, and had not ceased, so friend of mine within. My thoughts, one under thought, beneath the din of life, doth every quiet moment fill. Thy voice is far, thy face is hid from me, but day and night are full of dreams of thee.
That second one reminded me there was a lot of Karen Carpenter in the voice, and Karen Carpenter was just the voice of an angel. So, yeah, it's been a morning so far, hasn't it? We've had some interesting ones. Just remember, on your way in or way out, you choose. There's still some free will in this world. Hit that like or dislike, whatever you want to do. Check your old subscription status, because YouTube, please forgive me, YouTube gods. No. And all that stuff. And everything we do here is done under fair use. Yes, Karen Carpenter was amazing. And number 2 beats number 1. All right, so let's get on with the second part of the show. You got back just in time for part 2 of today's show, which starts with, let's see here, a gentleman named Ben King, poem called The Pessimist.
Nothing to do but work, nothing to eat but food, nothing to wear but clothes to keep one from going nude. Nothing to breathe but air, quick as a flash is gone. Nowhere to fall but off, nowhere to stand but on. Nothing to comb but hair, nowhere to sleep but in bed. Nothing to weep but tears, nothing to bury but dead. Nothing to sing but songs, ah well alas, alack. Nowhere to go but out, nowhere to come but back. Nothing to see but sights, nothing to quench but thirst. Nothing to have but what we've got. Thus through life we are cursed. Nothing to strike but a gate. Everything moves that goes. Nothing at all but common sense can ever withstand these woes. Nothing to see but sights, nothing to quench but thirst, nothing to have but what we've got. Thus through life we are cursed. Nothing to strike but a gate. Everything moves that goes. Nothing at all but common sense can ever withstand these woes. Nowhere to go but out, nowhere to come but back. Nothing to see but sights, nothing to quench but thirst. Nothing to have but what we've got. Thus through life we are cursed. Whoa, whoa, we are cursed.
I think I just found my theme song. He does not only sound pessimistic, he sounds plain out angry. Yes, that's what I fucking loved about it, you know? Because I am angry. Yes, will too be better. Stay tuned. Y'all figure that out while I take Phil out to go, hopefully go number 2 real quick. I don't want to repeat performance of yesterday. So here, The Pessimist by Ben King, version 2. Y'all tell me how it is. Boy.
Nothing to do but work. Nothing to eat but food. Nothing to wear but clothes to keep one from going nude. Nothing to breathe but air. Quick as a flash, he's gone. Nowhere to fall but off. Nowhere to stand but on. Nothing to comb but hair. Nowhere to sleep but in bed. Nothing to weep but tears. Nothing to bury but dead. Nothing to sing but songs. Ah, well, alas, alack. Nowhere to go but out. Nowhere to come but back. Nothing to see but sights. Nothing to quench but thirst. Nothing to have but what we've got. Thus through life we are cursed. Nothing to strike but a gate. Everything moves that goes. Nothing at all but common sense can never withstand these walls. Nothing to see but sights. Nothing to quench but thirst. Nothing to have but what we've got. Thus through life we are cursed. Nothing to strike but a gate. Everything moves and goes. Nothing at all but common sense can never withstand these walls. Never withstand these woes.
All right. How was it? Apparently it was pretty fast, huh? All right, let's just go on to the next one. I'm just going to say number one because that's the one I heard. Sorry for the silence. But yes, Phil had to go. It took a little bit for him to choose a spot. But let's go with the next one, On the Bluff by John Hay. Here we go.
O grandly flowing river, O silver gliding river, thy springing willow shiver in the sunset as of old. They shiver in the silence of the willow whitened islands, while the sunbars and the sandbars fill air and wave with gold. Oh, gay oblivious river, Oh, stern, impassive river, oh, still unanswering river, the shivering willows quiver as the night winds moan and rave. From the past a voice is calling, from heaven a star is falling, and dew swells in the bluebells above her hillside grave.
That one was lovely. Ain't no telling, Maya. Ain't no telling. All right, let's see what part 2 has in store for us. On the Bluff, number 2. Here we go.
O grandly flowing river, O silver gliding river, thy springing willows shiver in the sunset as of old. They shiver in the silence of the willow whitened islands, while the sunbars and the sandbars fill air and wave with gold. Oh gay oblivious river, oh sunset kindled river, do you remember ever the eyes and skies so blue on a summer day that shone here when we were all alone here, and the blue eyes were too wise to speak the love they knew? Oh, stern impassive river, oh, still unanswering river, the shivering willows quiver as the night winds moan and rave. From the past a voice is calling, from heaven a star is falling, and dew swells in the bluebells above her hillside grave.
Definitely number 2. I like the country feel to it. It's more appropriate. All right. Well, we have made it to the final selection for I don't know. I don't know. There was some harmonies in there, but yeah, I like number. It was the country feel, the twang, the that more fit that than the other one. So number 2 for that one. All right. So our final selection for today is called A Wicker Basket by Robert Creeley.
Comes the time when it's later, and onto your table the head waiter puts the bill, and very soon after rings out the sound of lively laughter. Picking up change, hands like a walrus, and a face like a barn doors, and a head without any apparent size, nothing but two eyes. So that's you, man, or me, I make it as I can. I pick up, I go faster than they know. Out the door, the street like a night, any night, and no one in sight. But then, well, there she is, old friend Liz, and she opens the door of her Cadillac. I step in back and we're gone. She turns me on. There are very huge stars, man, in the sky, and from somewhere very far off, someone hands me a slice of apple pie with a cup of white ice cream on top of it, and I eat it slowly, and while certainly they are laughing at me, and all around me is racket of these cats not making it, I make it in my wicker basket. That's you, Ben. Oh, yeah, I make it as I can. I pick up, I go faster than they know. Out the door, the street like a night, any night, and no one in sight. But then, well, there she is, old friend Liz, and she opens the door of her Cadillac. I step in back and we're gone. She turns me on. There are very huge stars, man, in the sky, and from somewhere very far off, someone hands me a slice of apple pie with a gum of white ice cream on top of it, and I eat it. Slowly, and while searching.
Well, it could have stopped at I eat it. But yes, that was nice. That was weird, but good. And it makes me wonder what the second was going to be like. Because the second one, I did look at the times. It's like less than 2 minutes. So I've never watched Eurovision. The only thing I know about Eurovision was ABBA got big on Eurovision. Maybe Roxette too. I don't know. Well, let's see what this. And it is only 1 minute and 48 seconds. Sounds like. Yay. This might be weird.
Comes the time when it's later, and onto your table the head waiter puts the bill, and very soon after rings out the sound of lively laughter. Picking up change, hands like a walrus, and a face like a barn door's, and a head without any apparent size, nothing but two eyes. So that's you, man, or me, I make it as I can. I pick up, I go, faster than they know. Out the door, the street like a night, any night, and no one in sight. But then, well, there she is, old friend Liz, and she opens the door of her Cadillac. I step in back and we're gone. She turns me on. There are very huge stars, man, in the sky, and from somewhere very far off someone hands me a slice of apple pie with a gob of white ice cream on top of it, and I eat it slowly, and while certainly they are laughing at me, and all around me is racket of these cats not making it, I make it in my wicker basket.
Very quirky to fit the vibe. Yes. Mozart was quite cheeky. It had a little calliope vaudevillian style to it. Yeah. Number 2. But I like number 1 too, but number 2, yeah, because it fitted better. Hey, Adrian, how's it going, my friend? Well, we have seemed to have come to the end of our show for this morning. Yeah, it's funny how things change and develop. Yeah, both of them was okay. Well, my friends, we've come to the end here this morning. Overcome challenges and shy colons. You get here when you get here. Watch your. I just appreciate everybody who spends their time with little old me, whether it's live or on the replay crew. I just got to remind you, make sure you're liked and subscribed. I hope you enjoy what we do here because it's all done under fair use and fun. And, I wouldn't do it if it wasn't fun. We stopped winning it after 3 times in a row in the early 80s. We were nearly bankrupt hosted dark things. Years. Oh, I don't get how y'all do it over there. So much like us and so different. So, yes. Thank you very much, my friends, for being on this journey. Yeah, almost barbershop quartet type. But definitely, that last one that was more fitting. Yes, as I say at the end of my show, thank you very much for being here. Have a good day, good morning, good evening, afternoon, wherever in this fucked up world you are right now. At least we're all in it together. Remember, Rosa Parks' birthday today, and Alice Cooper and Abe Lincoln. No, Abe Lincoln was born on the 12th. Whatever. I know that because my mom's birthday is on the 12th. Oh, I wish I could be heading out to sea. I miss the ocean so much sometimes. I'm glad you've enjoyed yourself, Irish. It's always nice having all y'all here. Joe, Kirby, Sophia, Irish, you're all It's lovely seeing y'all in the morning. It makes a day go by or my day start better, even on Monday. And thank God it's Tuesday. I think it's Taco Tuesday down at the store too. Lots to do today. At least my car's fixed. I can go do it. Thank you very much, my friends. I know I'll see you around in the chats today. Yes, safety first. Sophia, always safety first. Well, if I ever make it over to Germany, I'll let you know. Honestly, sometimes I think it might be safer than here. And that's saying something. Her birthday's on the 12th. All right, my friends. Have a good one. Thank you, as always, for watching to the end. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.